Hello, hello. It is that time. That time when we tap in, see what kind of messages are floating around for the collective. Okay, so we only want all the high vibrating, high frequency messages today. Thank you very much. Let's start with some runes. Or a rune. Oh. Aha. Fire. Fire. This is Kunaz. Or Kanaz. Kanaz. When two vowels go a walking, the first vowel does the talking. So that's Kanaz. Fire, knowledge. All right. Let's get some fire. So today we are tapping into the 14th of February energy that's in and around, swirling around out there. I refuse to acknowledge V-Day, but only because I feel like it's attached to a massacre, and anytime we celebrate it, it's like we're okay with it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm weird like that. Okay. We have the star. Amazing. Okay, star power. Is that you? No, that's another star. Where is it? Where is this star? No, that's the same one. I thought it was. Okay, star. I also could be a bit bitter about Valentine's Day because I've never done anything for Valentine's Day. Okay. Anyways, recognition. The energy of recognition helps you to look at yourself differently. We often have a lot of self-criticism that influences our self-esteem in a negative way. Fear is frequently the barrier that keeps us from doing what we really want to do. Recognize yourself. Yes, recognize that you are a star. Okay, you've got some star power beaming out your face like sunbeams. And people see it. And what is that thing when if you see somebody without a smile on their face, give them yours? Something like that. That's how we beam, shine on others. And the ones that don't smile back are usually the ones that need it the most. They'll be going to sleep later and all of a sudden they'll just get a flash of your smiling face and they're like, what the? I'm someone who has a bit of a slower processing. So, but it's because I take in more, right, at once. So I've got more to process. So it's actually it's not a slower processing. It's just processing more information. Anyways, I feel like a lot of people do. And so, well, I always wonder, you know, how long after the fact were they like, oh yeah, that person smiled at me. Damn it, I didn't even think to smile back. Or is that just me, where you process things in the night and then you're like, oh, I totally walked away from the person who was in the middle of talking to me because I got distracted by a butterfly or something. That happens. Okay. Let's see what this reading today is going to tell us. What's going to come up? Remember, messages. It's messages within messages on top of messages with other messages. And sometimes one message will have nothing to do with you, but it'll make you think about something else. That's your message. The universe is so tricky. Okay, I went a little crazy with messages. And so we have many, many cards here. Okay, let's see what we are talking about today. Oh, wow. Well, there's some fire. Doubts and fears and towers. Tower moments. Things behind the scenes and creating of your world here. Oh, the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's look at this for a second. So, we have either your masculine and feminine within here, and they are awesome, right? You got the cups, overflowing, creative, emotionally stable, and what is it? Available. And the Queen of Pentacles is in her abundance, focusing on herself, connected with the moon and her intuition. And the king also here, he's got his soul star chakra at the top of his head there. Okay. And then this Nine of Pentacles is about being independent, you know, reaping what you've sown. And something to do with a wish in creating worlds here. There are doubts and fears. There are always doubts and fears. That's why devils are so sneaky. They're tricky. Because they're always kind of around, but it makes sense in the whole balance, shadow, light. This tower is just, so the way I'm reading this is an offer coming in that's happening behind the scenes is going to cause a tower moment. Okay. And doubts and fears, they're just part of the process. This is introspection, looking at things that need to be released. You know, it's almost like cups that didn't succeed, that need to be let go of, right? To make room for this massive cup here. Okay, well, let's see what else supports this message and our understanding of it. Yeah, letting go of the things that no longer serve. And I think that's what has been done here. Now, again, this is two individuals that both have let go of things, both have confronted fears and doubts and have had tower moments in their life, things that had to be broken down to make space to rebuild. And if this is the balance of masculine and feminine within two aspects of one person, it's the same thing, right? To get to this stage, to balance your masculine and feminine, you know, there's a lot of blind faith and pushing through doubts and fears. Your ego always wants to be right and never wants to be wrong. And so it's always going to caution you away from things. And, you know, when you let things go, you're looking at a new landscape, a new world that you create for yourself. Something to do with this wish over here, my wish fish. Let's get some more. Let's get some more here. Yep. Release the things that don't serve you. Examine your experience. Consolidate. I don't know what that means, but it came up. Sorting out the negative thoughts. Could be another thing that needs to be released here. Oh, wow. So, yeah, changing of perspective. Turning from a Queen of Pentacles into a Queen of Wands here. I mean, this could be a tower, right? The Queen of Pentacles, she seems to be very at peace. You know, she's content at home in her own little world. But the Queen of Wands is see me, worship me, love me, look at me shine like the sun, right? And so that's a transformation. That's a tower. That's a change from one world to another. So we've got this upgrade, I feel like. Maybe that's part of what's happening behind the scenes is an upgrade. And this taking like hanging out and looking at things from a different perspective. And that was part of this transformation here. So I kind of want to put it there. I feel like these are kind of the process that each aspect had to go through. And that is true for whether these are two separate people, a masculine and a feminine. Everybody has to go through this process to evolve. And I feel like these two did have or is going through that process. Yeah, changing a mindset and hermiting. Yeah. I mean, you pull away from all the things that you used to do, the people you used to hang out with. That's another way of tearing down the way things were, right? Which is a tower. Whether you physically tear it down yourself or, you know, you have external forces that contribute. Okay. Yeah, the hermiting. If these are two, whether they're two separate aspects or not, the hermit mode is a necessary part of the process, especially when it comes to recalibrating your own internalness. You know, you gotta detox, take yourself away from the chaos and confusion of other people's stuff all around you. And that involves hermiting. You know, lots of people can be very distracting. Yeah. So this is that union here and the letting go of the old things so that this union can be putting it to rest. It's a strange layout today. Okay, is there anything more you can tell us about this King of Cups? Is this an aspect of one person here? Or is this a balance? Or a love situation? This is a love situation. Oh, seems to be. Offer of love. Okay, because it's the 14th of February, I guess I should read it as if it were two separate people. But there seems to be this offer here, this thing manifesting, coming together. These two cups overflowing. Yeah, can you tell us about this king? Any more on this king here? Got to make a big decision. And yeah, it's almost like this king is in between worlds here, creating a new one. And there seems to be quite a few doubts and fears that may be halting their momentum, their progress. Progress what? I need more info. Oh, I see. The strength of the sun. This is success. This could be what the king, how the king is viewing this queen over here, because it did land on her. And could be part of this cup coming in out of the behind the scenes here. Just gonna put that sun over there for now. Okay. Okay, sun. And overflowing cups. So this divine masculine, this king of cups here, is heavily inspired by his spirit team, by their spirit team, their divine spirit team. It's almost like I'm getting the experience of this king, as far as like being out in the world and seeing what's available, has recognized that this Queen of Pentacles is, for lack of a better way of saying it, the best option. But yeah, there seems to be, like he's struggling. There's a lot of that mind stuff that's coming up. Logic, man. Between the mind and the heart. It's very hard. Your heart says, yes, God, yes. And your mind says, yes, but this is, I think they've made a decision. This is getting to the point. This is reaching your destination. This is, yeah, getting to the top. This is also perspective, right? Like this figure had to pass all these other ones. And from the top, they can see none of these ones will do. And their divine spirit team's like, yes! Because they want to be, not be fertile, but be an environment that is joyful and ever evolving and growing, and it's attached to a wish that they've made. They may have, always wished for a loving divine partnership that overflows with love and joy. And that's the world that they want to invest in. They want to create. I mean, this is a decision, but it's also a crossroads. It's like a point of no return came to mind. A point of no return. And maybe that's why there's some hesitation. Okay. Yeah, this is the discerning. They were at a crossroads, and then they figured it out. They figured out that this is what they want. Overflowing cups. So they could very recently have made the decision to pick a road, pick a destination, chose a way to go, overcame their doubts and fears. Because they want all the cups. And they want their queen, who's got the power of the sun behind her. I just really feel like them coming together is going to be a huge tower moment. And we got the temperance here. So this is just divine timing and waiting for the right move. This is the balance between the head and the heart, finding that sweet spot. So this love is tempered, which is going to be a very strong love. Who said that? Kitty at the window. Yeah, so like a sword, being tempered, being thrust, pounded, heated, cooled, back and forth, the metal becomes stronger. Hey! What are you doing? And because of that strength, it's because of this tempering, this process, letting go. Okay, hold on a second. Oh man, I tell you. Okay. Let's see, where were we? Oh, we were tempered, the tempering process. That's this. And you can't rush that. You can't rush that process. But it's definitely what's bringing in this reciprocating relationship here. And look, it's so close. It's so close. Where do we put this? Here? Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, is there any more messages in this deck for us? Go through one more time. Seems like a pretty balanced reading here. Oh, protection. This is that Knight of Swords. Something needing to be protected. This is a lack mentality. I don't know where this one goes. Maybe that's part of these doubts and fears up here. This Knight of Swords is a protector. It's like a sentinel. Guarding this union. Guarding the queen. While she radiates like the sun. And the king figures out what he's doing over here. We got this fire and recognizing you're a star. So, you know, it could be these devil thoughts is like unworthiness linked to feeling not worthy. Like the king or the queen respectively. Like, am I worthy for this king? Am I worthy for this queen? Am I enough? Will I be rejected? Is it true? Is it real? Well, it's destiny. So there's that. It's destiny, man. It's in the cards. So it's just a matter of the both of them lining up with their self-worth and then coming together. And the king evolving into another king here. We've got 3 of the kings. Now this is part of the Emperor-Empress journey, right? You embody every aspect of every king to become the emperor. You embody every aspect of every queen to become the empress. And it's the process, it's the journey. And it never ends. You just level up. And then you go through it again. Okay. Okay. Let's get these little guys. Just going to call them little guys. Okay. And then I will close my eyes and just pluck and pull. I feel here. Just because there are tiny little inconsistencies in each card, and so I don't want to subconsciously, you know, favor or whatever. Okay, we got hope. Yes. I feel like the queen is maintaining a level of hope. This is faith, right? We've got the world. We've got the whole world. It's like this pearl that is coming in here. And the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is like a blessing. Will be. Magician power. I feel like to go through this process and come out change, that's alchemy. That's magician land. I feel like both parties have to be magicians in their own right. Harmony. Yes, yes, yes. That is also love and reciprocating relationships. Harmony, harmonious. Flow. Going with the flowing. I feel like that's what this King of Cups. It's like this masculine is kind of going through like, yes, I'm connected to my creative self, my passion, my joy, and then doubts and fears comes in, and it's like, oh, I have to make a choice. I have to, you know, and then being super intense here. I find the King of Wands super intense. Okay, we got 2 suns here. So this is where your fire is coming from, for sure. You see that one? The sun. Yes. Sorry, I tried to zoom or focus. Okay, twin flames. I knew I had to make that card for a reason. This is the twin flame journey and a hangman confirmation. Divine timing. Divine timing. Beautiful. Okay. I'm not going to pull out the habitat cards. I feel like they kind of go, well, they're a different kind of read, first of all. They kind of, I don't know. There's a time and place, I guess, for all the cards. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can hear that on the camera, but my three-legged ginger cat, when he goes up the stairs, holy man. It's like a freaking elephant. He's a big boy. He's got a quarter Maine Coon. So he's big. He's a big guy. Okay, with enlightenment, there is no separation. We realize that we are one with the divine. Yes. Okay, that's it. Openness. Be open to receiving divine guidance in relationships. I think that's what this King of Wands ends up having to do when he gets too in his brain here. Kind of has to recenter and check in. Observe. And the universe. The universe is guiding you towards that special someone. Just let everything take its course. Notice all the noteworthy things in your relationships. The universe is conspiring in your favor. Allure. Consider the situation carefully. Yeah, no need to make any sudden movements in this. This is all... It's just, you know, with twin flame journey and divine unions and stuff like that, the universe is conspiring in your favor. The amount of love that ripples out from two fully healed alchemists coming together in a physical realm, like, powerful. It's going to create towers in the world and the people around you. You'll be able to walk into a room and just be glowing and get all kinds of attention because of that. And, you know, you'll have those people who are like, oh, all these things happen so easy for these people. It's like, no, they had to go through a hell of a journey to get there. Okay, confusion. All seekers of truth will experience confusion. Ask the universe to provide the answers you need, and the universe is guiding you towards someone special. Just let everything take its course. Well, there you go. This is that when your brain gets too involved, when your logic mind is like, I need to think my way. That's what causes confusion. What else do we do? Boundaries and strength. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. Having sensible boundaries is important. I didn't mean to pull more of these cards. I just was doing it. Focus on things of value and telepathy. Close soul connections harmoniously synchronize reenactment of telepathic moments. Interesting. And soul. Your soul is preparing to reestablish trust in the process. And that's exactly what it's about, right? This is that hope and the flow. It's like allowing, observing. Okay, put those cards away. Put those cards away. I keep grabbing them. Okay, maybe we will get a couple of the animal spirit cards and see. Now, the thing with divine counterparts too in twin flames is they often are mirroring. They mirror each other. So living very similar lives, but totally different, but similar cores, right? So one could have, like they both could have abandonment wounds, but the circumstances behind how they got that abandonment wound are different, you know, that kind of mirroring. But also, when one is going through a dark night of the soul, the other one is going through the dark night of the soul. It makes sense. There's like a telepathic link between divine counterparts, and they inspire and carry each other, right? So if one's stuck in a karmic, the other one's stuck in a karmic. The only one, when one breaks out, that fuels the potential for the other one being able to break out of karmic relationships. And karmic relationships are all part of it. Part of the process, part of the learning to value self. Okay. Any of these ones want to come out? It's not seeming like it. Oh, two. And no, we'll just keep those ones. I won't even look at them. But two shot up over here. We got the fish and the earthworm. Okay. Who's who here? I don't know. Guess we go with what happened first. Okay. Where is the book? The book that tells me all the things. Okay. Let's get the watery fish. Restless, change of focus, lost in the current. This might be this masculine. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement, movement, and more movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast water, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. When in balance, adaptable and travels well. When out of balance, distracted and changes mind often. and bring into balance, set a small goal and accomplish it. Yeah, I'm definitely getting fish energy from this masculine, with the doubts and the fears and the, mind, just the low self-esteem or worthiness that kind of flips in and out. Okay, and then we've got earthworm, shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner vision. We have all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or novice working to establish competence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it, a beginner's mind often offers the most valuable insights. So this queen, while she's in all of her queenliness, could be, this is that transformation from being in her hermit abundance and stepping out into the spotlight, like that they could be more visible, like on a social media platform or in their community. They're more active and starting, it's like a new way of being that they're not quite used to, and it takes some adjustment. They're in their beginner stage, perhaps. Okay, what else? Let's get some of these. I mean, I don't mean to always do twin flame divine counterpart readings, but they always seem to kind of be like that. Communication. True understanding exists when I express myself honestly and openly and listen with loving kindness. Communication could be coming in. Where? I don't know. Where will it come? How will it come? It's interesting too that a lot of these unions are all no contact. It's just a bizarre situation. The whole union, divine counterpart twin flame journey. People glorify it. I mean, don't get me wrong. When a union like this happens, it's a big freaking deal. Because of what it takes to get two separate beings on this physical realm in this lifetime to get it together, to do all the work and come together. It's no small feat. It's no small feat just doing this process. And we're not talking like you can not be a twin flame and have the love of your life. Like, this is just, a lot of the times this goes lifetimes. Lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. These souls finding each other, interacting in some way. But I've been hearing that this year, there's a lot of divine counterparts coming together. And if they're going to have the effect that they are supposed to on the world energetically, I can't think of a better time for divine counterparts to be coming together right now. Okay. So we've got creation. When I deliberately and positively direct my ideas, thoughts, and feelings, I manifest my desires. I feel like that is so the King of Cups. Like, look at him. It's like the embodiment of flow and creation here. And authenticity. I am true to the essence of myself, regardless of the pressures that may surround me. I think this is what both parties have to, they're super creative. They're tapping into their creative self, which is linked heavily to your authenticity. Creativity and authenticity are like twin flames. Presence, living in the now, brings greater conscious awareness and empowers me to make the most of the moment. And reflection, taking time out to contemplate my past experiences gives me insight to clarify my future endeavors. Yeah. And the balance between that, right? This is the mind and the heart. Anytime I think of flow and what it must be like to surf, it's just, you get catching that wave and to balance on it and ride it, and there's like a flow state. You're just completely present. You have to be in the moment. And that's such a beautiful, beautiful place to be. In the momento. Okay, I think that is our reading for today. Hopefully it made sense. A lot of the times my brain wants to talk me out of posting the reading because I'm like, I forget anything that was said, and my mind starts to convince me that I didn't make any sense, nothing made sense, and that I shouldn't post it. And so I don't watch it. I just upload it, change the speed, and then stick it online, throw it out there, and then I watch it once it's out there. And most of the time I'm like, oh, well, that wasn't so bad. Oh, well, that kind of made sense. Oh, well, oh, I said that. It's like, where do I go? Okay, I must be in the flow. So, yeah, I will still post this, and I hope there's some messages in there for you. I feel like these messages the last few weeks have just kind of been the same, and it's bizarring me out because there are 78 tarot cards. Okay, and what, we got like 30 down here? there's cards in that deck I have never even seen. So, I mean, you watch me. This is why I do it all visibly. Like, what's going on here? Okay, so here is the reading for today. And I absolutely love this new Twin Flame card, but I also love rainbows and yin yang, so that could be why. All right, have an amazing day. Make yourself feel special. Celebrate yourself for the star that you are. Okay, recognize and be. And yeah, love you. Have a great one.